Welcome, everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Everyone jostling for that NBA Cup. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And a look at the stats for Michael Porter.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Maxey out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then there's James. And it's Bona in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Brooklyn, we've got Michael Porter. Dimon out there with Traore. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Clowney in at the 5, roaming the paint. You take a look at the Nets. They haven't won a game yet in the NBA Cup. 0-3 record, with tonight being their last Cup game.
Well, losing all 3 games, obviously not ideal. The good news, I guess, this is their last NBA Cup game. So there's that. And
as for Philadelphia, they've been excellent in this NBA Cup tourney so far. A flawless 3-0 record.
And tonight a chance to steal a road win and make it 4-0. You've got to like their chances of making a deep run for that NBA Cup.
Here's James. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Buries it down low.
Well, it's the skill set and the strength of LeBron James. It'll be interesting to see how his shot profile breaks down when it's all said and done.
Now here's Porter. 9 points for him in his last game. For 3, Dimon. Pure from three-point range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. Coach was enthralled by the court awareness of LeBron James. He said, quote, very few guys know where all the players are on the court at all times. Very few players have the skill and the ability to take advantage of any slip-up. LeBron falls in both of those categories. There's a reason people talk about him as the GOAT. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. So it's Philadelphia now. The Nets making their last shot. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by the Nets.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And after trading away a lot of their top veteran players, the Nets going young, Doris.
Well, they are, BA, and the rumor, though, says that they are looking to try to rebuild quickly. It's obviously a big market, New York City. And let's remember, free agency is a viable avenue to improve. And once they collect enough young assets, things can turn quickly.
Here's Traore following that last 3-pointer by Philadelphia. Pass to Porter. There's the triple. Buries it from 3. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
Porter against Brown. To the middle. James can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Traore. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to Dimon. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. The rebound by Maxey. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Here's Dimon. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. 1:44 left to play in the first. Maxey passes to James. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
76ers trail by 3. Outside, Brown. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
And Jordy Fernandez wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Porter. 5 points in the game. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
James, a screen on Powell. Brown passes to James. And And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Pass to Clowney. It's Powell on the wing. Outside man. Launches it. And the three-pointer goes.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Brown against Powell. Screen by James. Takes a three. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
The response from the king still has that competitive fire.
Porter, the pass to Powell. Pass to man. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. It's not going to go for him. The 3 from Edgecombe. No good on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. It's the Nets. They lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Mo Wagner is out there with Sharp. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then there's Powell. And it's Brown in at the 1 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. The Sixers trailing. It's James on the wing. LeBron going downhill. He shoots again. Brooklyn pulls it in. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards. When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. For Brooklyn, Randall, he's checked in for Wagner. Michael Porter comes in for Mann. Traoré comes in for Brown. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Huck Porty's checked in for James. Here's Edgecombe. Yet to see a basket. Shoots over Powell. Edgecombe, no good. To the paint. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Pass to Sharp. To the wing, right side. Here's Traoré. 14 points for him last game against New York.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. There's a screen. Off the mark there with a 3. Nets leading by 4. Inside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, Julius Randall, we know this, loves to finish despite being fouled. This guy will play through contact, no problem.
Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Well, remember, this is Game 4 of group play in the Cup, Grant. The winner in each of the 6 groups will advance into the 8-team knockout rounds.
And they'll be joined by a wild card team in each conference, the second-place team with the best record. And if those records are tied, they'll go to point differential.
And the Nets with possession here, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. It's rebounded by Wade. 76ers trail by 4. 1:57 left in the second quarter. They set the pick from downtown, and Philadelphia hits again from deep. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Back to Porter. The 3 ball. Philadelphia grabs the miss. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Wade. 56 seconds left in the half. That shot, no good. And it's Powell with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Porter. Here's Traoré, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. No problems knocking that one down. Randall's got 6 points in the quarter.
Credit Julius Randle. Off-season preparation trying to build the three-point range.
Demon, he's checked in for Powell. Some changes for Philadelphia. 76ers trail by 4. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Here's Bona, and he gets it to go.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Baseline jumper. No good. A bit long that time. 3 seconds left. And it's good on the layup. Maxey's got 7 points in the game. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
24.
Welcome, everybody. And
some great options in there. In fact, these guys might compete for all-star spots for the next few years.
That's a big leap, Kenny.
And when we look at the first half for the Nets, a close contest so far.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the fans are on the edge of their seats. They're getting their money.
Thanks, as always.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've got James. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Bona in at the 5.
Oh, how Jaylen Brown's facilitation skills advance the older he gets. Nice pass.
Pass to Dimon. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Fires the 3. And it's Bona with a rebound.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Here's Maxey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 9.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. And here's Porter outside. Hits a three-pointer.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
The Sixers leading. Brown looking around. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment, in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Brooklyn has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Clowney, good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Maxey on the wing. He's got 9.
Only 6'2", but Maxey got some spring in his step.
And the Nets with possession here. When this game is done, they'll be off to Milwaukee, taking on the Bucks. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. For 3, Dimon. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Maxey with it. He's got 11. James outside. Oh, James knocks down the triple.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Here's Dimon. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Down low. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Traoré. Left side, Porter. Pass to Clowney. Back to Porter. Traoré for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Outside Maxey. And here's Simons. Left side Maxey. Back to Simons. Ooh, they pick off the pass. For 3, Dimon. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Nets trail by 4. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. And this gives us a chance to check in on the season's best three-point shooting teams. Philadelphia, number 1.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
Powell passes to Sharp. Here's Dimon. 6 to shoot. Nails it from 3. Dimon's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Wade. 4-3. Fires in the triple. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
Powell passes to Sharp. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Wade. Shot on the wing. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Wade's got 8 points.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Sixers on top, up 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Sharp Michael Porter out there with Powell. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Brown in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul, and it's going to be a transition take foul. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Now here's Porter. Back to Powell to tie it up. Rebound by Philadelphia. Wade's got 4 rebounds in the game. Simons passes to Brown. Sharp against Simons. Brown, a screen on Sharp. Back to Brown. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
Yeah, Brown makes himself the best option in the pick and roll there. That's beautifully done.
Outside man. Powell sets a screen. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Barlow. Now Simons. Wing shot on the way. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Clowney, he's checked in for Sharp. Randall comes in for Powell. Demon, he's checked in for Mann. Traore comes in for Brown. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Jordy Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Maxey. Here's Bona. Jaylen Brown. Oh, the long ball, no good. Porter outside. It's money from deep.
And Porter Jr. is made for big moments. He doesn't feel any pressure taking big-time shots.
Outside Maxey. Here's Simons. So the Nets making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And the first one at the line is good.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simons' progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's Randall. Brown pulls down the board.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Now James. Now it's Maxey. Now James, 14 feet away. Yes, sir! Sticks the J.
You know what's incredible about LeBron is he takes tough shots to bail out his team in shot clock situations all the time, but somehow his percentages are super.
James rips down the board. Philadelphia leading by 8. Maxey, and he slams it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Philadelphia's gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the 76ers.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Tyrese Maxey.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
Now Philadelphia with it. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Maxey! Ooh, it misses. That's tipped and stolen by Brown. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And how about that performance in the NBA Cup? 4-0 in the group phase. They advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, while they've been dominant so far, it's single elimination going forward. A whole new game. But I do like their chances.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And let's reveal our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players, greetings everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Hi everyone, Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Lou Dort out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Alexander Walker in at the three, the small forward. Pass to Okongwu. Lock it two. Off target from three-point range. Here's Philadelphia and this matchup with the Hawks. It's their first meeting of the season. Now Brown. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Now it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Okongwu's shot is good.
Well, in that two-player action, I really like Okongwu as the pick man. He moves really well.
Simon's on the wing. Back to Maxey. LeBron outside. The 76ers, another three.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hawks passing it around. McCollum, no good. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up. That's going to send Tyrese Maxey to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, we've all watched Maxey's game grow through the years, and he continues to improve.
Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
Here's Simons. Jalen Johnson picking up that last basket. Simons finds Brown. Dort against Simons. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now here's McCollum. Last game he had 12. It's McCollum on the wing. No good from outside.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Wade, he's checked in for the 76ers. Edgecombe comes in for Anthony Simons. Then for the Hawks, Gay's checked in, and Dyson Daniels subbed in for George. Nemhard with it. He's covered by Maxey. There's the drive, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here's Gay. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Misses the three. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Now here's Brown. No scoring in this one. Yep, it counts.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Okongwu. A fader. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. And finished off by Brown.
A big athletic finish by Brown. Polishing off the lob pass with authority.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Atlanta making some changes. Doc Landale's checked in for Okongwu. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Jalen Johnson. Here's Nemhard. Trains the three-pointer.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Pass to Edgecombe. Over Daniels. And there's Edgecombe on the assist by Maxey. Maxey's got his third assist on the night. Got it off in time. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. 76ers ahead, leading by 14. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Oh, man. Their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Daniels out there with Jock Landale. And Gay is in at the four-man position. Here's Gay. Hasn't made one yet. Alexander-Walker passes to Landale. Daniels, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Wade dishes to James. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. James has got his second bucket tonight.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Gay. Launches it. It's hauled in by LeBron. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Cavaliers.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics takes sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
And how about the out-of-this-world athleticism? LeBron can finish just about any alley-oop with authority.
The Hawks trail by 19. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Here's LeBron. Jalen Johnson picking up that last basket.
Oh, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Arlo's checked in, and Maxey's subbed in for Edgecombe. Pass to Maxey. Fires for three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson sets the screen for McCollum. Back to Dort. Here's Okongwu. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Simons, the pass to Wade. Fires the three. And it's Simons that time on the assist by Wade. Simons has got 5 points so far. Simons against Dort. McCollum outside. Into the lane. Yes, that goes in. McCollum's got his first basket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Right side, Maxey. Over McCollum. Again, Philadelphia.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Dort. Still without a basket. They set the screen. Johnson can't get it to go. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Brown against Johnson. Outside, Maxey. Has to Wade. This one for three. Johnson with the rebound. Fires away from way outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. 76ers on top, delivering the blowout. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us. All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
That rim is looking awfully big to them right now. I'm telling you, even though those shots are tough, they're going in.
Yeah, this lead. And now here's something that's always interesting. And that concludes.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
LeBron James is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Bona in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. McCollum outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Maxey.
Well, you got to be careful how you guard McCollum because he's skilled at drawing those whistles.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Here's Maxey. He's got 17. A kick out to Simons. And that one's on target from the wing. Simons has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's a textbook catch and shoot. Simons got his feet lined up and was ready to go.
Pass to Johnson. Now, here's Okongwu. Alexander Walker on the wing. He's covered by Brown. McCollum, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Johnson outside. It's McCollum on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Maxey against McCollum. LeBron can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, he's efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the 76ers. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Hawks just a few spots below there.
And if you look at the Hawks right now, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
6 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. The Hawks again can't hit. The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. 0.5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers. I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Count that bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
McCollum outside to the paint. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by McCollum. 11 points for Jalen Johnson.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
56 seconds left in the third. Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Alexander Walker.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Driving in, pass to Edgecombe. Nailed from three-point land. Edgecombe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Pass to Huckporty. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Here's Hukporty. Off target with his three. And so it's Philadelphia holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Jock Landale. Daniels out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Nembhard in at the 1 spot.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Puts it up. That shot off. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Bounce pass Nembhard. Stolen by Walker. He lobs it up.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
The Hawks shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Can't hit from in close.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Daniels with it. Pass to Alexander Walker. Sinks the triple.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
Pass to McCollum. Outside, Dort. And here is Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, every season, Johnson seems to take another leap. What a big night for him. You have to be excited about this guy's future.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Banked in off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Johnson the screen. Lets it go from the wing. That shot off. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tyrese Maxey.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And it's Edgecombe, top of the key. 32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. It's Dort on the wing. Kicks it out to McCollum. Inside. Here's Alexander Walker. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball.
At small forward, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown.
The first third of an NBA season, Greg, it sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Moses Moody out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Butler. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Now here's Maxey. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. And there's the lob. And it's James with the jam.
Oh, yeah, the old man could still do that. LeBron James with the catch and finish.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Maxey. Curry from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
James, left side. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. James has got 5 now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Butler. He had 25 points in his last game. Porzingis with a screen on James. Three-pointer off the mark. And here are the 76ers. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. Pass to Bona. It's James on the wing. He's got 5. Just 4 to shoot. Out to Simons. Takes the 3. Warriors with the rebound. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The fadeaway. James with the rebound. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in 47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in 75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Now here's Moody. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Porzingis. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. And it's all knotted up.
You can't sleep on Porzingis, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
To the inside. Pass to Bona. Philadelphia moving it around. Back to Maxey. Now here is James. Sinks the tray. James has got 8.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Sixers lead by 3. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
You got to really hit Butler if you want to stop him. I mean, he's tough as nails and enjoys fighting through contact.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Some changes for Philadelphia. Wade, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Edgecombe in for Simons. Now here's Maxey. No made baskets yet. Driving to the basket. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Turning on the Jets, Maxey found a lane and made them pay.
1:03 left in the first quarter. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Horford. And here's Payton. Right side Butler. Clock at 6. Shoots a fadeaway. And it's Bona with a rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. Here's Brown. Pass to Wade. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Sinks it from distance. Maxey's gotten his second bucket on the night.
From three-point land, few guys in this league are better than Maxey. You have to run him off that line.
Outside Payton. Here's Santos for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Sixers ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
LeBron James out there with Dean Wade. Then there's Edgecombe. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Horford. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Inside. Here's Wade. The 3 from Edgecombe. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Santos. Now here's Horford. Check by James. Horford against James. It's Pajemski on the wing. Off target from outside. Philadelphia leading by 7. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. And that one's good. James.
The 3-point shot LeBron has added to his game over the last few years. Well,
Timeout.
Like the guy needed any more help.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And some changes here for the Warriors. Bassey comes in for Horford, and it's Curry in for Payton. Now here's Bassey. He's covered closely. Now here's Butler. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game.
Hey, he can make that shot and have to respect him defensively.
Philadelphia's got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. From a mid-major school to a first-round pick, Wisconsin native Brandon Pajemski has had quite the rise, RJ.
Yeah, finishes top 5 in Rookie of the Year voting in 2024. Paz gives you a little bit of everything on the floor. Great rebounder for his size also.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "We're watching with Steph as one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Brian, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. Pass to Wade. Puts it up from 17. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Wade's got his first 2 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Now Pajemski. In his last outing, 10 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Curry. Rebound by the 76ers. They defeated Washington in their last game.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
Here's Santos, defended by Brown. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
Knocked down from the corner. That's just a walk in the park for Curry.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, right now for the 76ers, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
Outside, Brown. Back to Maxey. Shoots over Curry. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Warriors trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
Simons outside. To the middle. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Santos, defended by Brown. Santos can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's Maxey. Pass to Barlow. Maxey with it. 5 points in the game. That one drops for him. Maxey's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the free ball.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Did you miss us? Stupid question. Of course you did, and we missed you. And tonight we kick off with our mid-season focus on power rankings.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they're making their move up in the rankings. I tell you, right now, they're at the top, and everything's on a positive trend.
That's what it's about, trying to get better each and every day.
Let's go back now and talk about the first half. LeBron James has been asserting himself in a big way.
He's the player of his generation. The way LeBron is holding up, man, maybe a couple of generations.
Well, it's never surprising to see him impose his will in the game. It's happening again tonight.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left to this one. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And we've seen numerous near contenders go all in on trades. But it doesn't always work out that way.
No, especially lately. I can think of 3 or 4 different deals. They didn't pan out quite the way the teams had hoped.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Butler.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Porzingis finds Curry. Kept alive. Porzingis puts it right back.
Oh, scooped up the board. Porzingis wasting no time going up with it.
And here's Brown. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Philadelphia moving it around. And there's James from the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Richard, tough as nails. Jimmy Butler always takes the fight head on.
And lifts his team when it matters most. And look, he's not for everybody, but look, if it's about winning, he's exactly who you want on your side.
For 3, Porzingis. Oh, KP with the 3.
He's that confident. Porzingis barely even thinks about it.
Brown scanning the floor. Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Outside Butler. The 3 is up. James with the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 9. Outside, Brown. Screen by James. Brown passes to James. Oh, wow! Set him up and let LeBron finish.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of the pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
Brown with the steal. And slam dunk by James.
The timing LeBron possesses is second to none. Fantastic at measuring when to go for alley-oops.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Edgecombe, he's checked in for the Sixers. Back to Moody. Butler on the wing. Pass to Curry. High arcing shot. Blocked. And they'll get another chance. Clock at 2. Butler can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And it's James with the jam.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Check by James. Outside Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Maxey. Curry finds Porzingis. Will it go? And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Sixers lead by 15. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Ryan, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And here's Butler outside. Counted from distance. Butler's got 6 points.
Yeah, pretty dependable from the corner 3 spot. Butler only fires those threes he feels comfortable taking.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. 1 minute left in the third. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Down low. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Melton. Robbed. Inside. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And that one's good. Melton.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Edgecombe. Drills the elbow jumper. He's got 7.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Now Pajimski. Here's Payton. Off target from 3-point range. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Philadelphia on top, leading by 14. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Anthony Simons. Dean Wade is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Edgecombe, and it's Barlow in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. And the three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend, but I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
Well, you look at James. He's in third in voting. It looks like he's going to earn a spot in the three-point contest.
And he's going to be dangerous. 100% he could win it in what should be an absolutely loaded field.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Here's Wade. They get it back. Pass to Edgecombe from outside the arc. That shot is off. Warriors trail by 12. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. And now the Sixers on the break.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Bonus checked in for Barlow. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry, he's checked in for Payton. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Now a seasoned veteran in the league, Curry continues to be efficient, especially when it comes to shooting.
Brown passes to Simons. Brown with a screen. And it's Simons penetrating. Oh, my goodness. How about that? And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Curry against Simons. Horford outside from behind the arc. No good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Brown.
And we've seen Brown take strides as a playmaker out of the pick and roll.
Warriors trail by 16. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Outside Butler. Outside Porzingis. Let's loose for three. Oh, it doesn't go. Philadelphia leading by 16. James. Yes, sir. From 13 feet.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Butler. James rips down the board. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Shot clock at 6. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 5 assists in the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the 76ers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Outside Moody. Outside Butler. Outside Moody to win the drought. He buries it from 3.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Simons outside. Back to Brown. just jams it right over Stephen Curry.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And time now to introduce our player of the game, LeBron James.